Hey lovelies, you're welcome back to Reviews and Recaps. Today we're going to be talking about Carlosking praising Marceau for holding Trisha's ex-husband, well, they're still married, so Trisha's husband Marquez to the fire. Now, I have a lot to say about it, and you guys may be shocked about what it is I want to say, but let's get into it. But before that, make sure you smash that like button and hit that subscribe button and tap that bell button right next to it so you know every single time that I post or go live. And let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Don't forget to smash that like button and share button. Now let's get into it. Carlosking posted on his Instagram story, and I quote, "It took 8,000 seasons for the world to see Marceau be dropping gems." Now, I feel like, okay, let's give some context to this. For those who have not watched the new, or who are not watching the new season of Love and Marriage Huntsville, I understand. But to give you a little bit of context, right? Trisha's husband, Marquez, had a scene with Marceau, where Marceau basically told him off for the fact that he left his family. And so Ken had to step in to take care of his children. So it was interesting because Marceau had all of this energy for this man. Marceau was telling him, you left your family. It's never okay to leave your family, all of that. He kept talking about the fact that Marquez walked out on his family. Now, let me be clear. Marceau was absolutely correct. Marquez sounded like a deadbeat man who did not take care of his children, who got tired of the responsibilities and then decided to up and remove himself from the situation. Only for then Ken to step in and then start taking care of the children. Now, in all fairness to Marquez, he did give the impression that Trish was cheating on him with Ken. So what he was saying was that Trish was going to the gym all the time, and Ken was so-called her homeboy, but he's like, I've known her all these years, she doesn't have a homeboy. So of course he felt like there was something between her and Ken. The other thing to mention was that Trish lost her family members, and this man said out of his own mouth that he was not there for her. He didn't know how to be there for her because he had never lost anyone in his family or anyone close to him. Here's the thing. Don't get me wrong. I'm the queen of sometimes you don't know how to be there for people. But when someone loses someone, right? I feel like the least you can do is check up on them. If you're living under the same roof with them, just be like, okay, even if you don't know what they need, ask them, what can I do for you? What do you need from me right now? And then be there, be present. If you see her struggling with something, do it. Before she even starts struggling, take things off her hands. If she wants to start doing house chores, tell her, baby, just put your feet up and rest. I got it. Let me take care of that. You know, if she wants to cook, unless she's like, these things give me, or at least provide me with a distraction, then allow her to do that. But if there's anything that you can do to help her feel better, to make things easier for her, even if it just means hugging her, putting her feet up, and just being like, don't worry, you don't got to worry about anything. What is it that you need me to do for you? You know, just be there and be present. It's not the time for you to run away. He was telling us, like, you know, he was out. He was not available. He wasn't around. So your wife is going through stuff and you cannot even be available for her. Like, that's the very basic level of empathy I think everyone should have. Now, I know a lot of people were saying no wonder Trish cheated and yes, blah, blah, blah. Whatever the case may be, I don't think that we should be condoning cheating. I think we should be calling things out for what they are. He was hella wrong for not being there for his wife. That was wicked. For you not to be there for someone that has lost somebody, that is terrible. And if indeed Trish cheated on him whilst they were in the marriage and not separated, then that is wrong too. Irrespective of why she did it, it's still wrong. Now, I will say I completely agree with all of the things Marceau had to say. about the part that Marquez had to play in the whole demise of his relationship with Trish. But the part that I feel like was a bit of a stretch was the fact that it was coming from Marceau. I feel like Marceau, yes, you lit him and you said all the things that I hope and wish someone had said to him. Absolutely. And I thank you for that. But I do feel that Marceau is the wrong messenger. And I say that because I feel like Marceau was using Marquez as an opportunity, or using him for an opportunity to revamp his image. Now, do you guys remember how Marceau from season 1 had come across as a father that was not present? A father that is not involved in his children's lives? He didn't even know that one of his kids had a peanut allergy. So we are talking about someone who felt like all his duty was to provide, but he was never present for his children either. Let's not forget about the trip to Africa without your family, sir. So I'm just like, you've done all these questionable things in front of our screens, which show us that you're not even showing up as a father in the way in which you should be showing up. But then you use that opportunity to be dogging Mr. Marquez out. Now, I do agree he deserved it and someone had to tell him. But I would need you to flip that over and look inwards. Why did you not know your child had a peanut allergy? As a parent, that is so serious. That is something that could have cost him his life. So if we think about it in that way, then maybe we would be like, And then the other part of me is like, why don't you have this level of energy for Martell? Is it because you know Martell is not going to take it, and you know Marquez has a calmer temperament and is just going to put up with it and let you clown him? Is that what that is? Because to me, I'm just like, where's all this energy? You've had how many seasons so far? Where has that energy been for someone like Martell, who actually deserved it? Now, I'm not saying Marquez didn't deserve it, but Martell deserves it even more. So, like, where is the energy? So, I hear what Carlos is saying, where he's giving him some props, and he is dropping gems, absolutely. But my question is to Marceau is, are you the sort of father that your children would want? I'm not saying yes, I'm not saying no. You have to answer that question by yourself, and you have to be honest with yourself. Now, it may be that the earlier seasons he was not. I can give people the benefit of the doubt. Maybe he has now improved as a father. Possibly. Could be that. But I would have appreciated if he communicated that instead of just making it seem or highlighting Marquez is wrong. It's like, highlight is wrong, absolutely. But then knowing that you're not a saint either, that could have been the opportunity for you to say something, but you didn't. The other thing Marceau did that made me feel like, yeah, this is all calculated, is the fact that he tried to make it seem like Marquez and Melody had similarities. I was just like, what are you talking about? He was like, Marquez is like the Mel, or Mel is like the Marquez in this situation. Like, what are you talking about, sir? I feel like Marceau uses every opportunity he can get to talk about melodyshari. It's like, do you have a crush on her or something? Because why did you have to bring it up? Why did you have to liken it to their situation when their situation is so far different? I don't know if you guys remember in one of my earlier videos, I said that I feel like Trish and Ken's story is being brought to sort of soften the way that Martell looks in terms of all his cheating. And they're trying to soften it to the viewers so that I can be like, well, you did it and I did it. And then if you notice in the way in which Trish and Martell film and what Martell would say, oh, so it's your side dude. Well, I did something like that. It's almost like they're trying to create similarities that do not exist in a bid to try to humanize Martell Holt. This is all my opinion. Because I just feel like it doesn't make any sense. Why did Mel have to be brought in as an example? It's funny how Mel is barely in this season, but like every opportunity, we probably need to start counting how many times they bring up Mel or the mellometers in every episode, because it's ridiculous. It's like, how is it that they're not even involved and it's like, Mel, mellometers, Mel. Like, take a chill pill. Like, what is going on? Is there nothing else to film in Huntsville? Like, can we see something else? Like, I can't believe we haven't seen Kimmy and Maurice. We don't even know what's going on with them this season. Not that they're interesting, but at least something. We haven't even seen Trisha and Marceau's relationship much. Like, what is going on with them? I'm not sure what I'm watching, but this ain't no Love and Married Huntsville, nothing. Anyways, let me know what you guys think. Do you think that Marceau was doing it as a calculated move to try to sway the viewers in his direction? Or do you think he was just holding Marquez accountable? You guys know how I feel about it, but let's talk about it in the comment section below. I like to have chats with you guys, so let me know what you guys think and I will be in the comments. So don't forget to like, share, hit that subscribe button and tap that bell button right next to it so you know every single time that I post, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you. Bye.